Here at 9:31, you're watching Live Impact News on WCNC Plus. Thanks for checking us out Monday through Friday. More than 900,000 North Carolinians could see a major change to their health premiums come the start of 2026. It's because of this critical tax credit that's helped tons of families afford health care insurance, and it is set to expire at the end of the year. So joining us now to discuss the impacts and what's at stake here is Katie Berg from Blood Cancer United. It's part of the Keep Americans Covered Coalition. Katie, thanks for joining us here this morning on Live Impact News.
Pleasure to be with you. Thank you for having me.
Help us understand what this tax credit is and why it matters so much to North Carolina families, would you?
Yeah, so you mentioned that over 900,000 people in the state of North Carolina are enrolled in health insurance coverage through the ACA marketplaces. This tax credit helps lower the cost of their monthly premiums to ensure that patients and community members and regular old people are able to enroll in high quality health insurance that they can afford.
And so what happens if Congress does not extend these tax credits?
Yeah, millions of Americans, including loads of people in the state of North Carolina, will see their premiums go through the roof. We know that for a family of four living in North Carolina earning around $65,000 a year, they'll see almost a 250% increase in their premiums. That's more than $3,000 a year. So these kinds of premium spikes are unsustainable for most families, and it's really critically important that Congress take action soon to move a compromise along that will preserve these tax credits.
Obviously, children, families, those with chronic diseases seem to be the ones impacted the most here, right?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, obviously, I work for an organization that represents patients with blood cancer, but there are many pre-existing conditions and serious and chronic conditions that will be impacted by this. And the stakes are really highest for those populations. Losing this tax credit would mean losing a lifeline to care that keeps people well and healthy and even alive. That means fewer doctor's visits, fewer hours with loved ones, and ultimately it can have the ultimate price for many people with serious and chronic conditions who might be priced out of their affordable coverage.
Do you know how North Carolina compares to other states in this position?
We know that North Carolina has just shy of 1 million people enrolled, and so it's really essential for folks that are small business owners, early retirees, entrepreneurs, or people who don't get coverage through their employer to have access to these, and they're a huge economic driver in the state.
So open enrollment is happening right now for a lot of folks. So what are families seeing when they log on to shop around for coverage?
So they're seeing significant premium increases, and I think that's scaring a lot of people away from coverage. So as an individual who works for a cancer nonprofit, we are really encouraged. We know that everybody has to have access to insurance that meets their healthcare needs. We are encouraging people to shop very carefully and enroll in coverage and pay attention to the news to see if there's a compromise where people need to go back to the marketplace and see if their costs have changed. You can re-enroll in coverage all the way up until January 1st. And so it's really important that people keep a close eye on this, but we always encourage people to stay insured.
From your perspective, what's the holdup with Congress? Why haven't they made a decision on this?
Well, we know that this is politically difficult for many people in Congress, and there seems to be a debate about whether families deserve this. And our emphatic answer is that everyone deserves access to health care that they can afford, high-quality health care that will meet their medical needs. You've heard me say that a few times. We also know that Republicans and Democrats, there are more than a few Republicans, are really focused on making sure that we can get something done. They know that for their communities, having people go without health insurance is not a good sign for economic vitality, growth, or individual health. And so we have been really leaning on Congress to move and move quickly. We don't have time right now to think up some complicated policy solution. We need insurance. We need insurance for next year, just a few weeks away. And patients with blood cancer can't wait.
And what should viewers do now if they are worried or concerned about their coverage or facing, premium increases such as the ones you mentioned?
Now is the time to speak out. Now is the time to pick up the phone, open your computer, and communicate with Congress your expectations for their action. Inaction is not a solution here. And so we would certainly encourage people to go to americanscovered.org. There's a take action page there where you can reach out to your congressional delegation to share the news and your expectations and your concerns about what's happening with health insurance.
Katie, anything else you want us to know?
If you or a loved one have been impacted by blood cancer, we would certainly encourage you to reach out to bloodcancerunited.org, and appreciate everyone here for lifting their voice and sharing the importance of health insurance.
All right. Appreciate your time and insight and the conversation on something that will affect so many people in so many families, not only in North Carolina, but across the country. Katie Berg from Blood Cancer United. Appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you.